the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Writer, and today we are back with more WWE 2K20 Universe Mode goodness. This is our Go Home episode to our two-part Elimination Chamber special. Of course, all of the matches will be indeed in the description down below, so leave your predictions. Of course, a spoiler alert, as we will determine the final participant for the men's and women's Elimination Chamber matches in this episode, so get excited. We also have a Queen of the Ring tournament matchup as well, and we'll also figure out the situation with, which match we're going to have come Elimination Chamber, because we will have one match for Queen of the Ring at Elimination Chamber. So, that being said, it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens, but yeah, I don't know, y'all. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. We've got Mandy Rose here in the ring, taking on Candice, LeRae, and Nia Jax, Miss Money in the Bank. I know some of y'all may have forgotten that Nia Jax might have been Miss Money in the Bank in the women's division side of things. Again, we're trying to showcase as many of the women's, roster as we can. So there is that. So, I mean, she really doesn't need to be in the chamber match if she doesn't want to, if we're being 100% real. But, hey, every person was eligible to go into the match, so there's that. So this is going to be the roundup, or last match. Who will be in the final spot for the Elimination Chamber match? And of course, joining Nia and Mandy is none other than Candice LeRae. It's going to be quite interesting to see what's going to happen here in this matchup. Candice LeRae had some run-ins with, I believe that was Toni Storm and Trish Stratus, so it's going to be quite interesting. Be quite interesting indeed. But we've got to figure out who's going to be coming to the Elimination Chamber last and joining the stacked matchup. And here we go. We got Nia Jax versus Candice LeRae. Of course, Nia Jax and Candice LeRae will eventually face off against each other in a first round Queen of the Ring tournament as well. So just giving y'all some perspective on that. Of course, whoever wins this matchup will be indeed joining a, decent group of competitors, to say the least. We have... Give me a second here. We have Bianca Belair, Toni Storm, Dana Brooke, Lana, and Paige. So who will it be? Will it be Mandy Rose? Will it be Nia Jax? Or will it be Candice LeRae? We're going to find all that out and more in this episode, so get your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, and get comfy and cozy. So that way you all know what happens next in this episode. And who's going to be making their way towards the top. The creme de la creme. Of course, we got the men's side of things as well, so yeah. We've got a lot going on in this episode. And in the main event, we will have ourselves a ladder match. So the 5 people that didn't win their first opportunities will get a last chance opportunity. And due to the nature of ladder matches and being so close to Elimination Chamber, whoever wins the match also gets the number 6 spot, or comes in last. So there's that, just a little bit more of incentive. Everyone else comes out at random, so just throwing that out there. Of course, we've got a stacked matchup to kick things off with here. We will see Carmella versus Dana Brooke in the Queen of the Ring tournament here tonight as well. And we've got one of probably 2 options on the table for a Queen of the Ring tournament match. We'll find out which one probably after this match. So just hang on to your butts for that. We will have that announced, and it will also be in the description down below. So again, the spoiler alert is in effect. Oh, Mandy Rose. I know I haven't been really calling this matchup, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on heading into our Elimination Chamber 2-part event. It should be coming up very soon here on the channel as well. Apologies if you hear the ambulance in the background. That's just how city living goes. A massive counter right there from Candice on to Mandy. Good lord. Okay, I think we should be in the clear now. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, and a huge powerbomb from Nia on to Mandy. everybody powerbombing everyone? I'm not mad about it. I'm just curious. Oh, Nia Jax just standing right on Candice. Of course, these two have a Queen of the Ring match of their own. Oh, and a huge elbow from Candice. A huge jawbreaker right there onto Nia Jax. Now all three are back inside the ring here. Mandy Rose taking down Candice LeRae. LeRae misses the drop kick right there. Oh god, and a huge backbreaker from Nia Jax. Oh, but Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose now trying to take advantage right here of the situation. Oh, but Nia Jax is right back up onto her feet in this match. But Mandy Rose once again taking her down. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Nia Jax going in for the cover, but Candice LeRae breaking things up here in this matchup. Nia Jax. Oh, but Candice into the cover. Oh, God. Oh, and Candice with the, what's up with everybody powerbombing each other in this match? I'm noticing this as a thread. Oh! But into the Boston Crab, Nia Jax just standing back, and I kind of don't blame her. Candice LeRae goes on to the Elimination Chamber matchup, people. What a showing we had. Oh, wait! Y'all, I forgot this was elimination style. Oh my god, wow. We've had a bit of a day. But needless to say, we're getting a sneak peek of what Candice LeRae and Nia Jax are going to be doing in the first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament, so get excited for that. But that means by de facto elimination, we're getting Trish Stratus versus Liv Morgan for the Queen of the Ring tournament at the pay-per-view event. So, there is that. Because the other ones that were on the table were these two in a match, and then Mickie James versus Lana were in a match. Of course, Lana's in the Elimination Chamber, so that can happen. That can't happen. And then one of these two competitors right here, Jax or LeRae, like one of them's going to be in the chamber as well, so by process of elimination, that only left us with one match. That's going to be an exciting matchup for sure. But this is just going to be a sneak peek as to what we're going to get later on in the tournament, / probably in another episode or two, I would say. And Candice, oh, and a huge jawbreaker onto Nia Jax. LeRae now going in for the cover. I still can't believe I botched that, but hey, at least I didn't botch the main event of WrestleMania. I'm only joking. The shade is there. But it's okay. We all make mistakes. Am I right? Right. We're human. We're human beings. Candice just going right for Nia Jax. She is not backing down whatsoever. And Candice LeRae is going to the elimination. That's a stacked match right there. That is a very stacked match. She is joining Bianca Belair, Toni Storm, Dana Brooke, Lana, and Paige. So it's going to be quite a stacked matchup indeed, and massive congratulations to Candice in that matchup. She had a strong showing and a consistent showing throughout, and I think we can all appreciate some shred of consistency these days. Getting both eliminations in this matchup, definitely having a strong showing to say the least. What a matchup and what a huge win for Candice LeRae. And here we go. We've got Carmella versus Dana Brooke, and I'm pretty positive this is likely the first time across all of our seasons that we've really seen Carmella on Universe mode. But Dana Brooke, of course, has the Elimination Chamber also, tuck in the back of her mind as she's joining, of course, Candice LeRae, Toni Storm, Bianca Belair, Lana, and Paige for the SmackDown Women's Championship. That matchup is going to be stacked. I'm excited. Y'all should be excited, just as y'all should be excited for this matchup right here that we've got. So the winner of this match will be taking on Lacey Evans in the second round. So are we going to get Carmella versus Lacey, or are we going to get Dana versus Lacey? So there's that. Just some food for thought. Dana Brooke now going in for the cover. Apologies, you gotta keep hydrated. Oh my god. Okay, well, it is a little bit past rush hour, so... Oh my god. This is the second time in about 20 minutes of recording. And even then, we were only recording, I think, like, for 13 minutes. So, again, my apologies if I have been slightly distracted. There's been a lot of activity around here, we'll put it that way. I don't know what said activity is, but, we get distracted. Of course, Dana Brooke going right after Carmella, who's going to go on to the second round of the tournament. At Elimination Chamber, we will have Trish Stratus versus Liv Morgan, so that's going to be a fun match to watch for sure, and a kind of a bit of a dream matchup to a certain extent, I would say. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, we also have Bianca Belair, Mandy Rose, but, of course, Bianca's in the Elimination Chamber match. Same thing with the Mickie James and Lana match, as Lana's in the match. Dana Brooke and Carmella is obviously happening right now. And Candice, LeRae, and Nia Jax. Well, Candice is also in the Elimination Chamber as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this tournament pans out. Definitely some surprises along the way. I was like, something just fell off my couch. I couldn't figure out what it was at first. I'm not even joking. Oh, God. We're a mess over here, and that's fine. Carmella, she's going for something big here. Huge DDT onto Dana Brooke. Carmella now going in for the cover, but Dana Brooke kicks out at a 1 count. This should be quite interesting. Dana Brooke now in control of the match here. Trying to build some sort of steam up ahead. Dana Brooke now in control of the matchup. It'll be interesting to see how Dana Brooke factors into the Elimination Chamber match. Just, in general, and just to see how everything's going to go. We won't know the order, and we won't know the order really for any of the chamber matches, just who's coming in last for the men's one. Because that's kind of the incentive you get added in, and because you endured a ladder match, everyone's had some kind of time to regroup, they're coming in last. I don't make the rules. Actually, I do, but, you know. Oh, and Carmella with the counter. Dana Brooke, of course, if she gets a win here tonight, that carries some momentum, not just into the second round of the tournament, but also into the Elimination Chamber match. But who knows where Carmella's going to go? Who knows what's going to happen in this tournament? It's any woman's game, really, if we're being 100% real. Dana Brooke with the counter. Carmella, what is she doing? And you know what? We'll keep the same stipulation we had for the Cruiserweight Championship match. Like, whoever wins this match, or not whoever, whoever wins the tournament, and if they, by chance, are not on our roster, then they'll simply get added onto the roster. I feel like that's only fair, and, you know, it freshens things up a little bit, or has the potential to freshen things up, and that sort of thing. So if you're keeping track at home, the people that we don't have on our roster were Nikki Cross, Maurice, who's still in the tournament. Alright then. Kairi Sane was, but she isn't on our roster neither. Carmella's not on our roster either. And on the other side of things, Liv Morgan's the only one that's still left that's, you know, not on our roster. So we've got some potential, you know, moves in the making right here. Carmella now going after Dana Brooke on the outside of the ring right here. Of course, we got that 5-man ladder match coming up in our main event. Not only will we find out who will be moving forward as the last participant of the men's chamber, but whoever wins that match is going to be getting the coveted number 6 entry. Simply because it is a ladder match. I feel like that's only fair. Here we go. Everything's still going on the outside. Dana Brooke now going back inside the squared circle at the count of 6. Referees has 7 count right here. But Dana Brooke breaks things up as the count restarts. Oh, okay, well that was an interesting camera cut right there. Side Russian leg sweep onto the outside of the ring right there from Carmella onto Dana Brooke. Referees at a 5 count. Carmella now going back inside the squared circle right at a 6 count. Carmella now going to the outside of the ring. Owen Brooke now with the counter. Dana Brooke bringing back in Carmella inside the squared circle. And you know what? Win or lose, Dana Brooke's been having a strong showing, I think, since we've been seeing her more often, and I'm all for it. Huge counter right there from Dana. Oh, I saw that frame rate. I saw that. Huge drop kick right there from Dana Brooke. I'm like, what move did we just see? I was so confused for a second. Oh, and Dana, what's she doing? Just holding up Carmella up into the air. Oh, and into a huge suplex. And both competitors are finally back inside the ring now. Hopefully we can get some kind of, you know, just some sort of, finality in this matchup. I don't know if that's even the wording I would use. You get my point. Let's hope that we just get a winner in this matchup. Dana Brooke now going in for the cover. Oh, and a 2 count as Carmella kicks out. What a matchup that we've been seeing between these two, though. I think y'all are probably going to be pleasantly surprised by this match. Oh, and Carmella with the super kick. That might be it, my friends. That could very well be it. And Carmella goes on to the next round. We are going to be getting Carmella versus Lacey Evans in the second round of the tournament. Get excited for that. We will be getting Trish Stratus versus Liv Morgan at Elimination Chamber, so get excited for that match as well. But for right now, Carmella, congratulations on the victory here in this first round matchup. And Dana Brooke did not back down whatsoever. And you love to see it, am I right? Right. But let's get right to it, people. We've got a massive main event coming up right now. Alright, you delightful human beings, we've got our main event. The ladder match full of, it's the last chance ladder match, but the number 6 entry into the Elimination Chamber at stake in the WWE Championship matchup. Any one of these 5 competitors could quite honestly win this matchup. Again, it is a ladder match, although I may have to give the edge to Kevin Owens because he did win the Money in the Bank briefcase, so who knows what will happen. And I will give the disclaimer that there is some weird buzzing noise outside of my... This is the episode where there's just weird noises outside my apartment. It's like, oh, Christina's just trying to get some recording done. Let's just, make her life a living crap. But you know what? It is fine. We're going to navigate through. It's a weird chronic just buzzing noise, and I don't know where it's coming from. It's really bizarre. But anywho, we've got Trent 7. Let's just see what happens in this insanity known as a 5-man ladder match. Of course, joining Trent 7 is Buddy Murphy. Of course, Trent 7 did defeat Tyler Bate, who is also in the Elimination Chamber match as well. Buddy Murphy unfortunately lost his #1 contendership for the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam as well. So he's trying to get back into things a little bit. Of course, Shelton Benjamin will be in that matchup with Jeff Hardy and Robert Roode come the Elimination Chamber special and that sort of thing. So, will this be Buddy Murphy's opportunity that he so desperately wants and needs and craves? We're going to find out. Can Buddy Murphy capitalize? And speaking of Intercontinental Championship picture, we've got this wonderful specimen of humanity. And I say specimen this time in a positive light. Noam Dar, he's had some ups and downs on the series so far. He was in a very interesting rivalry for the Intercontinental Championship with Robert Roode for a little bit. And he also made a little bit of segue into the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. Could this be his opportunity at a championship here? We're going to find out. Okay, I feel better. I literally just screamed into the void, essentially. What is that noise? But we've got Keith Lee coming up here. Keith Lee's been trying to get his footing in recent weeks. He's kind of had this very interesting on and off again collision with Trent 7. So I don't know what to make of that. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Could this be Keith Lee's breakout moment? We're going to find out. And, of course, we cannot forget about Mr. Money in the Bank himself, Kevin Owens. Okay, that was great. That was good timing. Kevin Owens, of course, as you can see, he debuted at Money in the Bank, but he didn't win that matchup, but he did win the Money in the Bank ladder match at SummerSlam. Of course, we have a rotation in terms of the Money in the Bank briefcases, so as soon as it gets cashed in, we set up the next ladder match, and so on and so forth. Will Kevin Owens strike twice with ladder matches and get that #6 spot in the Elimination Chamber and go on to compete inside the chamber? So it's a twofer, essentially. That's what this opportunity is all about. And you know what? I could realistically see any one of these 5 doing well in the chamber match itself. So we're gonna find out very soon what's gonna happen here. We're going to find out, my friends. We are about to find out. We've got a 5-man ladder match. I'm going to try to commentate to the best of my ability, but this freaking buzzing noise. My friends. I find it interesting that they keep panning over where, like, Keith Lee and Trent 7 are. It's like, is 2K trying to tell me something here? Are we trying to set something up? Because I don't know. Who knows? Oh, a huge German from Kevin Owens onto 7 right there. Noam Dar going right after Kevin Owens. We got Murphy and Lee going after each other. It's going to be an interesting situation, to say the least. Oh, God. Buddy Murphy just throwing out Keith Lee to the outside of the ring right here. Oh, boy. Let's see what happens here. We do enjoy and appreciate a good ladder match, and you know what, I think the stakes are kind of, warranted in this situation where it's a twofer. It's a twofer, and it's like, but wait, in hindsight, wouldn't this have been, a bad thing for, the champion, the #1 contender, and the other couple fine folks, the other 3 people that have already qualified? And you would probably be correct, but they don't have to go through a ladder match, just a few days away from Elimination Chamber, nor do they have to compete in tonight's match. So there's that. Keith Lee now. I think he's going for the ladder, and he does. Kevin Owens with the crossbody onto Trent 7. Why did Keith Lee drop the frickin' ladder? The logic. It's missing. Keith Lee now going after Buddy Murphy. Noam Dar, huge kick onto Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens with the counter. Oh my God, this noise is distracting the crap out of me, so we need to push through it. We need to push through it, friends. We truly do. Noam Dar slowing the pace down with Kevin Owens. Trent 7's got the right idea, as does Keith Lee, unless if Keith Lee just doesn't set up the ladder or gets it inside the ring. Yeah, okay, we're good. We are fine. Now the real question is who's going to grab the ladder first and connect. That'll be an interesting situation on our hands right there. Oh, and Keith Lee with a moonsault onto Kevin Owens. Okay, but can we talk about how fire of a match that would be, to be completely honest? No, yes, no. That's all. That's all I gotta say now. Buddy Murphy now. Okay, just to give you a full disclaimer, I don't know why, but the Money in the Bank briefcase is just by default up there. Kevin Owens' briefcase is not on the line, so just to prevent some confusion for the future. Slash, for the present, really, right now. Noam Dar trying to knock off everybody, and I guess Noam Dar and Trent Seven briefly teamed up right there to knock everybody down, apparently, from my understanding slash observations. Alright, Kevin Owens is back inside the squared circle. Trent Seven's got the ladder. This can't possibly end well for anybody. This whole situation just does not look good for anyone. Trent Seven now has a clear as day opening right here. Will he secure the... Okay, well, maybe the briefcase is fitting, but not that particular one, though. It's like, yes, inside the briefcase there is a contract for that number 6 spot and the spot in general for the Elimination Chamber matchup itself and that sort of thing. So there is a briefcase on the top of the ring. It's just not the Money in the Bank one. Right. Oh, and Murphy now, what's he doing? Oh, God, what a neck breaker from the... I believe that was top rope. I'm like, hang on here. Was that just the middle rope or the top rope? What's going on here? Oh, boy. Once again, we've got this weird interaction, sort of on and off mini feud thing between Keith Lee and Trent Seven. I don't know what to make of it. Other than I'm clearly just intrigued and fascinated by it, because apparently that's what 2K wants from us. My apologies right there, we got an ad. I was just checking a notification, it's like, nope, you get an ad, and you get an ad, everybody gets an ad. Oh, God. All 5 competitors are now inside the matchup here. It should be interesting. Oh, and Kevin Owens the elbow. Murphy now at the counter. Murphy now trying to go right for Keith Lee. Trent Seven's like the one person in this matchup, other than Keith Lee, right in this matchup, of course, that's got some kind of, you know, the right idea going on. Just trying to get the ladder situated and whatnot, so that's a thing. Kevin Owens is at the top right there, of course. Having one ladder match win under his belt certainly helps as well. Noam Dar, you sneaky dude. You very sneaky dude. What? Everybody's fighting amongst themselves, and Noam Dar is just like, hey, I got this contract here that, you know, y'all are trying to fight for, but y'all are fighting amongst yourselves. And a huge stunner onto Murphy from Owens. Noam Dar hanging on for dear life right there. Trent Seven somewhere outside the ring. Okay, we'll be found. Like, which side of the ring did he go to? Like, in this case, Buddy Murphy, we can tell pretty clearly, but, you know. And again, this is like the second or third match where Lee and Seven are just battling it out, and I'm kind of here for this, like, rivalry, if that's where this is going. I mean, I wouldn't rule it out entirely, but Kevin Owens is making some strides there on the briefcase with the contract. And again, it's not for the Money in the Bank briefcase, it is for a contract to get, you know, a spot in the Elimination Chamber, the final spot, and to get the number 6 spot. So there's that. That is that. Murphy now with an impressive showing against Keith Lee right here. I love how Noam Dar's just trying to pick up the pieces when he can. I respect that strategy. Buddy Murphy now going back, setting up the ladder. Once again, he's got a pretty clear opening right here. Can Murphy capitalize on this right now? Noam Dar's back inside the middle of the ring right here, but Trent 7 just trying to push both of them off there to no luck. If I were Trent, I would just chill and watch these two kind of battle it out essentially. Oh! Kevin Owens is back inside the ring right here. Oh, what a huge German onto Owens. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Take the wheel. Okay, Kevin. Just not stay down for just 2 seconds. I'm just like, y'all, if I had a freaking German followed up by some form of a lariat, I'd be out for the count. Kevin Owens once again trying to scale up the ladder, but Keith Lee stops KO from climbing the ladder, climbing ahead for the briefcase. Owens versus Lee would be a fun match too. Now that we've been sort of seeing this weird three-way situation in general going on in this matchup, and I'm quite fascinated by it. But Kevin Owens has a pretty clear opening, I would argue. I mean, there's a reason why the dude won Money in the Bank in the first place. Trent 7 now trying to get back inside the ring just in the nick of time to slow down Kevin Owens possibly. But I don't know if that's going to work, y'all. And Kevin Owens! What is this, 2 out of 3? Yeah, 2 out of 3 ladder matches this man has won. He's 2-1 in ladder matches, and I'm kind of here for this energy. I mean, hey, more power to you, Kevin. More power to you, alright? Alright. And there you have it, friends. Kevin Owens has punched his ticket into the Elimination Chamber matchup, so we are going to get Tyler Bate versus Johnny Gargano versus Tony Nese versus Kevin Owens versus John Cena versus Randy Orton for our men's Elimination Chamber matchup. And as for the women's side, we have Bianca Belair, Toni Storm, Dana Brooke, Candice LeRae, Lana, and Paige for the SmackDown Women's Championship. We've got a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. We've got the tag team titles on the line. We've got Trish Stratus taking on Liv Morgan in a first round Queen of the Ring tournament matchup. And we had another matchup and it just, my screen just kind of turned off. We have the SummerSlam rematch between Tommaso Ciampa and Ricochet for the Cruiserweight Championship. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, and make sure to hit the subscribe button, and also make sure that your notifications are being turned on by hitting the bell button right beside it. So that way you know when we upload around here, which is usually daily, but, we try to get there 4 to 5 times a week, and that sort of thing. So, on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for Elimination Chamber. I can't wait. Y'all are gonna. I'm excited for Elimination Chamber. I hope you all are as well. And I will see you all around later. Bye, everyone.